please get a microphone, raise your hand, so the audio will be complete. Coach Boyle, could you summarize what happened?
Yeah, well, today was not Colorado's day, obviously, and Arizona had a lot to do with that. My hats go off to them. They played well. They played better than us today, and we weren't good enough. You know, we weren't good enough rebounding the ball all game long, and you know, I thought a lot of 50-50 balls that could have gone either way went to Arizona, which again, they deserve them because they got them. So. We had trouble, you know, getting the foul line in the first half. We had trouble getting there early in the second half as well. And we fouled too much. So, you know, it was a frustrating afternoon for us. We shot so well yesterday, you know, from three, and today we didn't. So, disappointing. But again, this has been an enjoyable group to coach, a group that I really love, and the future of Colorado basketball is bright, given our young core of freshmen. And unfortunately for 4 seniors, you know, this is the end of the road for them.
Questions? Right here in the front.
Coach, could you say what happened to McKinley right on that play, and how did that affect you moving forward?
Well, it twisted his ankle and twisted it pretty bad. He's twisted it before, and then this one he got pretty good. He was in a lot of pain, and you know, he wanted to go back in there towards the end, but the trainer said he's, you know, pretty sore and tender, and you know, McKinley's a warrior. I would have expected him to, and I thought if we could have got that thing within striking distance, I probably would have, you know, gone with him. But I certainly didn't want to risk him or his ankle for you know, for the sake of just putting him back in the game. So, you know, the health and welfare of our student athletes is always number one, and I just made that call at the end. But you know, we miss him. He's important to us. But our guys fought today. You know, we didn't lose this game because we didn't fight. We lost it because we didn't play well enough, and again, we didn't come up with those 50-50 balls like Arizona did.
Coach, Arizona went on, I think it was a 14-0 run right after McKinley got hurt. Did you feel like there was any kind of maybe deflating feeling on the bench when he went down?
You know, there wasn't on my part. You know, I don't know if the players felt that or not. But, you know, McKinley's important to us. There's no doubt about that. And, again, our offense stalled at times today, like it has all year. We had trouble. You know, we had some open looks that didn't go in. But our defense and rebounding was not good enough for us to rely on today to keep us in the game. And that 14-0 run is a great example of that, you know. And so McKinley goes out. It might take us a while to figure things out offensively, but we weren't getting any stops. And they went on that run, and it was kind of all she wrote.
Right here.
Tad, do you think there's much of an advantage for Arizona geographically, having so many fans here year after year?
No, not. I mean, look, their fans travel well. I mean, since we've been in the league, they've led the league in attendance at home, you know, every single year. So their fans travel well. They're very passionate, and but you know, Vegas is an easy place to get to, and it's a place that you know, any fan can get to really. Now they can maybe drive, so it's a little bit more of an advantage. But you know, this is a great venue for this tournament for a lot of people, a lot of fans. Our players like it. Great arena, great hospitality. So if they have an advantage, it's, you know, nothing we can do about it. We can't move campuses.
George King, any thoughts on your last Pac-12 game?
Just try to come out there with a lot of effort, toughness. Just try to win the game.
Anything else? Right here.
George, I know these things are maybe tough to process this quickly after a loss like this, but can you comment just on your CU career and what it's meant to you these 5 years?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I remember, you know, before CU was recruiting me, I was watching Andre here, and I told myself, you know, I could see myself playing here at the University of Colorado. This is before they recruited me, and then, you know, when I got the offer, I kind of already committed in my head. All I needed to do is just go to the campus. But it's been a you know, a roller coaster journey for me, my 5 years here, and you know, I'm a Buff for life, and I always will be. You know, know, and I'm looking forward to see. I mean, the future of this program is in bright hands. I mean, you see this guy right here on my left grow up in this tournament, last couple games before as well, and you know, with the guy McKinley and you know, with the guys that we have, it's going to be exciting to watch. But again, yeah, it's been up and down journey for me. But you know, this is the greatest campus. CU has the greatest campus, greatest university in the world.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, move stairway over. Gotta have lots of stuff. Again, for questions, please ask for a microphone. Coach Miller, summary of the game, please.
Well, you know, I thought Colorado came into tonight's game the way they played against Arizona State with a lot of confidence, and you know, their offensive performance yesterday really got our attention. So for us, it was a real big defensive challenge, and they had a lot of players playing with confidence. Obviously, when McKinley Wright went down, that certainly hurt them, but I really liked our defense, especially in the second half. And, you know, 11 steals might be a season high, and we had plenty of transition opportunities because of our defense, and that's when we're at our best. So we're excited to be playing tomorrow, winner of Stanford, UCLA, obviously two terrific teams, and anxious to prepare and hopefully play even better tomorrow.
Question right here.
Sean, at one point this season, you said you had trouble getting your guys to play hard. I was just curious to see how you felt about how your guys played today in that aspect.
You know, I think every team has its challenges. I don't look at our team as ever on purpose, not playing with effort. But, you know, it's even somebody like DeAndre, who's immensely talented as a young player. It takes time to really learn what it feels like to play on the road, what it feels like to play in conference play. And, you know, tonight is what it feels like to play on a neutral court in March. So you learn as it goes, but our team has gotten better in that area for sure. And, you know, we wouldn't be able to win the Pac-12 regular season championship and be here today if we didn't improve in that area.
Sean, having the last few days off after everything that happened last week, how did that help you guys?
We had a couple good days of practice. Our guys are on spring break, so that was great for them that they didn't have to juggle both the academics and basketball. But, you know, these two guys set the tone right after the Cal game and took one day off and got ready for what we did here today.
Coach, Colorado shot around 60% yesterday from the three. What'd you guys do defensively today to limit them to, I believe, 25%?
Well, especially in the second half, they were 1 for 10. I thought our ball screen defense was good. Our team defense was good. We had a lot of players working together, and you know, I didn't really look at them having a lot of great looks that they missed. I think our defense was intact.
Right here.
What kinds of things have you done to keep your players, to tune out all the noise going on around you? What have you talked about with them?
You know, we're really focused on the task at hand. You know, for us, it's about, can we be ready for Colorado, and can we now get ready for UCLA?
Charles.
Without addressing the FBI reports specifically, should the NCAA give consideration to that Olympic model where guys like DeAndre or Bagley or Trey Young could get compensated through sponsors at all?
I don't understand your question.
Well, instead of being paid directly by the NCAA, those type of players would be paid by a sponsor such as Nike or Adidas or the like.
I'm not really qualified to answer that.
Alonzo, how did you shot 1 for 10 and had 2 points in your last game at Arizona? How did you manage to bounce back from that and have such a good game today?
I think my body of work over the year speaks for, you know, making up for that 1 for 10. It was just one day where the ball didn't go in the basket. The most important thing was closing out the season, winning in McHale, winning an outright Pac-12 championship. But I didn't lose confidence one bit.
Back here.
Sean, just could you talk about real quick about the luxury of having 2 7-footers? If one doesn't play well in a day, you have another guy to go to.
Well, I think DeAndre, you know, can answer that as well as I can. You know, him and Dusan have really forged a great relationship on the court. I think they play off of each other very well. They're both unselfish. You know, I think you have to pick your poison, so to speak, in defending them, because both of them have proven that they're very productive and very different. You know, defensively, they cover for each other. A lot of times, some of our best offensive rebounding takes place when one of them shoots and the other rebounds. And they're unselfish players. You know, they're team guys, and over the course of the 32 games that we've played together, they clearly have formed a bond.
Right here.
DeAndre, you were 4 for 14 today. Was it more you, or was it more Colorado that had you struggling from the field today, do you think?
It was me. You know, I was rushing all my shots. I wasn't taking my time down low.
DeAndre, just curious, what do you think is the biggest thing over here? What do you think is the biggest thing that you've grown from this year, and how would you sum up this year for you so far?
I would say playing hard, especially on the defensive end, and being the leader on this team. You know, one of the leaders on this team.
1 or 2 more back here.
Sean, if you're Tim Hodges of the Washington Post, I apologize you got asked this before, but obviously there's a lot that's going on in the last couple of weeks. Has there been any concern on your part about your guys getting distracted from obviously the bigger goals you guys have, and how have you been able to keep them kind of focused in on, you know, what you're trying to accomplish here?
No, you know, we have great kids on our team. We have a lot of winners. We have talented players that have always, from day one, played for the win. And everybody on our team and in our locker room realizes what March Madness is. So right now our focus is strictly on competing for a Pac-12 tournament championship. You know, we have quite a few guys here, Dusan and Parker, for example. They've won 2 Pac-12 tournament championships. They've won 3 Pac-12 regular season championships. You know, these 2 guys up here, you know, they're trying to add to what they do as a member of a team, not just individually. So that's been our focus and will remain our focus moving forward.
Right here.
Sean, just to follow up on that question to some degree, you called the ESPN report about the wiretap defamatory. Do you intend to pursue that legally?
I've already made my statement.
But I don't think you addressed whether or not you would pursue it legally.
I've already made my statement.
One last question here.
Guys, just curious from all 3 of you, how much do you guys feed off of Dusan when he's rolling like he was today?
I mean, it's amazing. You know, teams really try to double team me and Dusan down low, but seeing him fight through all that contact and getting big and making big plays like that really spark a fire.
I think Dusan is just doing what he's doing. He understands this is the last time he's going to go down this road, playing his best basketball, being a senior, playing with a lot of confidence. And, you know, when he's playing with confidence, it gives us confidence and, you know, and belief in our basketball team. So we need everybody to be sharp, and Dusan's been on top of his game, which has been a very big part of why we were able to win a Pac-12 championship and why we were able to win tonight.
All right, Coach, thank you.